Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a very lazy man. He always tried to find ways to get food without putting in any hard work. One morning, as he wandered through the countryside, he spotted an apple tree in a farmer's field. Feeling hungry, he decided to steal some apples. Just as he reached out to pick one, the farmer saw him and shouted angrily. The lazy man panicked and ran as fast as he could, disappearing into the nearby forest. As he walked through the dense trees, he noticed something unusual, a wolf with a broken leg. The sight made him curious. How does this wolf survive with broken leg? He wondered. The wolf could not hunt, nor could it escape danger, yet it seemed content, crawling around peacefully. Just then, the man spotted a lion approaching with a large piece of meat in its mouth. Fearing for his life, he quickly climbed a tree to hide. But what happened next amazed him. The lion did not harm the wolf. Instead, it dropped the meat in front of the wolf and walked away. The lazy man was astonished. This must be God's way of showing mercy to his creation, he thought. If God ensured food for a helpless wolf, then surely he had a plan for him too. Inspired by this, the lazy man decided to wait for food instead of working for it. So, he sat under a tree, expecting someone to bring him food. He waited and waited and waited. 2 days passed, but no one came to feed him. Weak and starving, he finally gave up and decided to leave. On his way back, he came across a wise old sage. Desperate for answers, he shared his experience and asked, "O wise one, why did God provide for the wolf but not for me?" The sage smiled and said, "My son, it is true that God has a plan for everyone, but you misunderstood his sign. He did not want you to be like the helpless wolf. He wanted you to be like the generous lion." The lazy man was stunned. He had completely misread the message. Instead of waiting for help, he should have been the one offering it. Sometimes, in life, we misinterpret the signs meant for us. But instead of losing hope, we should reflect and seek the right path. Who knows? Perhaps the signs we misunderstood could lead us toward a more fulfilling and successful life. Moral of the story: be the giver, not the taker.